What's up, y'all? Definitely a crazy time in reselling Q4. Things are getting out of control around here. I just sold yesterday this Harvest Moon. This is the box, and then I'm looking at manuals, registration card, paperwork. I had it listed for $1,250 with the game. Buyer asked if I would separate it. Normally I just say no and move on, but in this case I said, well, I would take $900 for it. They said that's what I was going to offer. I adjusted the listing and sold the box and paperwork for $900. You talk about expensive cardboard, that blows my mind even as a collector. I mean, I've got some stuff like the Earthbound up here that, you know, I would be willing to pay that much for the cardboard and the contents without the game, but it's just amazing that, you know, the box is worth way more than the game. The game's still about $350, $400. I wouldn't take less than $400 really in this great condition. But $900 without the game. So that's crazy. And price charting, that one's at like $935, so complete. So, you know, collectors are looking for really good condition. They're going to pay much more than like the average sold prices on something like that. Alpal is working on shipments this morning, and now you got to box up that Harvest Moon. So that was definitely the sale of the day, but we're going to talk about what Matt's doing. So he's here. He works 20 hours a week, normally from home, but on Thursdays, he comes here and gets a bunch of stuff done. So he's repairing some Game Boys and Nintendos, and then we're retro brighting stuff, so getting the yellowing taken care of. So we'll kind of show the setup for that. Skylar's at home editing. Alpal's going to be doing shipping from our Whatnot yesterday. We did about $3,900 in an afternoon auction worth of sales, so lots of stuff happening here, and we're just going to kind of take you through a Q4 day for, you know, 3 full-time people, 1 part-time person in this business. So let's dive in. So here's what's happening here. These Nintendos, he already retro brighted them. So the retro bright setup is down here. You can get retro bright on eBay. We got the spray bottles and then ended up getting like a gallon worth of it because we've been doing a lot. There's this like mirror tape, and you want to use gloves when messing with this stuff, but this is the setup. So get a bin that has a lid, put the tape all around it, get some LED strip lights that can plug in, and I'll show what it looks like plugged in. We've learned a little bit through trial and error that it's best not to put things, like just to drown things in plastic tubs inside of this box. I've seen some people do that. We started with that method with like hydrogen peroxide, but that gets really expensive. It's not as clean, it's messy. So we ordered these 5-gallon bags, or 2-gallon bags rather, just on eBay. And then you spray it on the console right here. You got to make sure all metal hardware is taken off because that stuff will corrode. And then put it inside the bag, and then you can tape them to the sides and then keep them all around the bottom. You want to make sure they can all be somewhat exposed to the light. So those ones have been unyellowed. This stack here looks like he has prepared to get put into the box. So Game Boys, I mean, this adds significant value to them. And then he's repairing Game Boys here. I think he just kind of melts them down. You know, these Game Boys often have vertical or horizontal lines, and you just kind of throw a heat gun on it, melt it down, and it usually does the trick. Probably not exactly how it works, but it's the general idea. We ordered these NES flaps, or covers, whatever you want to call them, from this site called XYAB. They have a lot of great stuff for really cheap. I'm going to link it in the description. It's an affiliate link. It'll help us out if you use it. This company has blown my mind. They usually next day ship. Their joysticks are pretty nice. I like the GameCube style ones. They've got like Game Boy battery covers, all sorts of cords, cables, NES, dual AVs, power cords, all of it. You name it, they pretty much got it. And they're the best. So I highly recommend them. That's what Matt's got going on. If you have further questions, definitely let us know. And Matt can expand on stuff a little bit. So that's it as far as that stuff goes. Here's all our Switch games that we have for sale and whatnot. We're going to be doing a crazy Pokemon whatnot really soon. Not sure when this video is going to come out. But as I'm recording, that whatnot is 6 days from now. I'm giving away a Pokemon OLED, which this thing is beautiful, but it's our big Pokemon auction for the Pokemon Pursuit series on the main channel. And all of this stuff, I mean, we're talking heavy after heavy. NCAA 2K3, the rarest game on GameCube for those that don't know. Mega Man NES, complete. Like, there's a Chrono Trigger down there, complete. All sorts of goodies. Pokemon cards, complete base set, fossil set, elite trainer boxes. It's going to be wild. So I'm kind of preparing for that. Got all these cards prepared for it. Hopefully trying to do like a $15,000 auction tonight. And that takes a lot of prep and a lot of great items to get the people there to bid on that amount of stuff. So lots of work to do, lots of planning to do. That's what we got going on. And then another thing, you know, we don't talk about it that much, but for videos on the main channel, they take a lot of effort, a lot of commitment. Skylar actually works on writing out, like, kind of getting the storyline, right? So if we missed anything when we were out and about that wasn't, and we didn't make things clear, we kind of write a little bit of a script so that I can look at that and kind of highlight some of the main points. It's narrative style is what our videos have switched to really keep them flowing, keep them interesting, keep them engaging. So he's working on that from home. He's going to be editing from home all day today. And he's going to send me over the script. I'll record it and get that sent to him. So that's just kind of an interesting back-end thing of, you know, YouTube being part of the business now. Really love doing that. Skylar is amazing. His biggest gift in all of it is the production side, the storytelling, the narrative, all that kind of stuff, let alone the editing, which I think he's top-notch at, and everything else he brings to the table. He's a legend. But yeah, working on that today as well. All right, Matt's going to better explain how he fixes these Game Boys here.
So the first thing I do is I take them apart, and then I plug the screens back in, make sure the batteries are in, turn it on so that I can see all the lines, and then I take a heat gun to the screen to get all the...
Where do you put the heat gun on here?
I heat it along here.
Right along there?
If there's vertical lines, and then around here if it's horizontal.
Oh, really? Interesting. And then what bit is it to get it apart? Just regular Phillips, or?
They either use Tri-Wing or Phillips.
Tri-Wing or Phillips. So Tri-Wing is one you're going to want to have around. Certain like Pokemon games and other things use that. Sometimes Game Boys. And I told them, is this right, that when you're retrobriting something to have no metal, so no screws, nothing that could corrode?
Yeah, because hydrogen peroxide is a corroding agent.
There you go. You heard it here. And then you're putting those on those, because those Nintendos are good. They just needed good flaps. These games, have they been cleaned already?
Yep.
So yeah, we like to take apart the games we're bundling with systems and fully clean them with... I get them from Colson's Original on eBay, the little like eraser things that kind of shave down the pins, sand them down, and make sure that they work on the first try. And then it looks like you have all that stuff too, so that's what's happening. I already showed them your glorious retro brighting box.
Oh, cool.
Which is beautiful. And you're wearing gloves because the first time you didn't, and your fingers were burning.
They were white.
They were white. It hurts too, though.
A little bit.
They kind of burned. I did it too. I was like, ah. So yeah, definitely use gloves. So here's the current setup for retro brighting. Couple Game Boys. What are those? SNES top and bottom, NES top, and then you can kind of hang it over the side here. A little tape to keep it on. For the is that an NES flap?
Yep.
Yep. Well, that's what we got right there. A little bit of room over there if we wanted to, but yeah. Well, it's been a few hours. Just had a live Discord call talking about Facebook Marketplace trades. A lot of good stuff in there. And Alpal has been working on some of these vintage junk drawer lots. We've been working on these this week, trying to get 10 a day, putting them all up at open auction, letting our buyers know that we have a bunch more for sales to check out our other listings. Because usually if somebody's interested in patches, you know, they're going to want to look at all the other auctions we got. There's Lissaloo. Hi.
I tried to hide, but
and then Matt has added a bunch of Game Boys that he got new screens on and stuff up there. Dreamcast, he was able to repair a couple of them that we had in a broken bin, which is awesome. And then all of the refurbished NESs are there. We put refurbished 72-pin connectors in those. We usually get them in tested bins. And then tomorrow, probably Alpal or Mikey G, who works one day a week, we'll go through and box those up for Amazon FBA. Make sure they have everything they need. This is what Alpal did. all sorts of packages from our Whatnot auction yesterday. That's been his main event for the day. Now working on eBay. It's been a busy one. Lots of stuff happening. Oh yeah, and we got this $500 sale, which we had to answer a lot of questions for an item we didn't know much about. We were asking $800, kind of just guessed on the price. The buyer asked a lot of questions. We answered them, and we're able to get this little crossbow by Fred Bear. Kind of a notable brand, one to look for. We got that sold, and now got to get that shipped as well. But not a bad day, you know. Started with shipping a $900 box, now a $500 bow that we got from Hobby Shop Ron. Lots of stuff fixed, lots of things happening. Can't complain. Okay, this isn't a crossbow. It's a recurve bow, vintage, from 1970. And there's the little emblem for bear. So be on the lookout for that stuff. Definitely good value, and you can find that at garage sales and stuff. I've seen it before. It's the following morning. Ska Guy is back in the CATRP HQ.
Hello. This isn't the HQ for long, brother.
Oh, that's true. That's true. So yeah, what did you work on yesterday?
So yesterday I was able to finish the Pokemon Pursuit episode 2. It's probably
Nice.
out by now.
On the
and
main
then
channel.
Start organizing stuff and getting ready for the next episode. And then I was gonna work on the next barn selling side video where we sell everything from
The hobby shop stuff.
shop. Didn't really pan out, so we. I also ended up getting some more shorts ideas ready that we
There
can
we go.
film. We're running low on shorts that we film, so short form content for YouTube, Instagram, TikTok.
And also getting our second editor, Darius,
Yes,
some stuff to work
all
on.
set up, and so he's going to be doing a lot today.
Part-time gig for
Yeah.
us. Yeah. Thank you, Darius, for editing this one.
It definitely helps, especially with this channel, so we can get more content for you guys. But that was kind of that, just a lot of organizational type stuff on top of
Yep.
getting poops in groups, as they say in the business.
There we go. So that's what 4 people did yesterday. Alpel finished out 24 junk drawer lots, which are all listed, probably some still going on eBay and auctions. They don't have a ton of steam yet, so we're hoping they'll pick up. And then he is preparing our Whatnot auction. We have all these Switch games and yo-yos, and then I've got a bunch of GBA games over here that I've organized for him to add to Whatnot as well. So a lot of the more rare GBA games, and then stuff that can be lotted up over here. That's all gonna go on Whatnot, as by now is under retail, and then I separated some. The ones on this paper I'm gonna send to DK Oldies, actually. I'm gonna try it out, I've never done it. And then all these right here at the end are gonna be the Amazon ones. That'll sell a little bit quicker, and worth sending to Amazon, despite our limit of items being pretty low over there right now. So that's it. That's 4 full days of work, 4 people's full day of work yesterday. It's crazy. There's a lot going on. So
We're hiring like 10 more people.
yep,
So if you're interested, please.
we're not. Sweet mercy. I can't handle any more right now. And then let's see if we can get a little sneak peek at the barn. We're gonna do a tour, so that video will be coming out today. You can see the top of it up there. It's almost done, guys. It could be done next week. So, tour coming very soon. Subscribe for more. It's going to be crazy when we get into that barn. So, you definitely got to subscribe. 2023 is going to be real. Bartle do crap mo stank mo licky.